Previously on Linus Car Tips, we've made great strides modernizing Plouffe's vehicle with Android Auto, power windows, and this sick-ass paint job. But unfortunately, the engine has been having some problems. It overheats, leaks oil, and most recently, developed an Australian accent.
G'day mate, that's right, we are here to modernise this Honda Civic with some nice fancy bits like new wiring looms, a dash, a Haltech, and the train spotters know what this is.
K-Series?
K-Series engine.
That's right.
And the best part is all of this modernization is going to come without modern car nonsense like selling your data to the highest bidder.
We've also got a brand new DSP to bring the audio into the 2020s, and frankly, this project has gotten out of control. Linus has literally no idea what is on the go. You just say you're working on a crappy Civic and everyone shows up.
What I do have a clue about is how we paid for it. Massive thanks to The Ridge for sponsoring this video. Without them, this project would not have been possible. Flights from Australia to Canada, not cheap. So make sure you support the people that support cool projects. What's even better is you can get a free AirTag money clip with any wallet order over $69 by going to ridge.com/LinusUpgrade. Ridge have also started their early bird sale with some big markdowns on popular wallets like tobacco brown leather and lavender. Find out more at ridge.com/LinusUpgrade. I have to say, I feel like this has gotten a little bit out of control. When we first discussed this project, we were going to be performing a couple of tasteful modifications, but can someone please tell me what the plan is?
Love to. This engine,
Yeah.
out in the bin.
Yeah.
K24, Honda's best engine arguably, in.
So we just take this piece out?
Yes. That and the transmission.
Everything you can see is coming out in the next hour or so. And then we have all of that and a pallet of stuff and another pallet of stuff. And as a bonus, we're going to pull everything else out of the car as well. That's underneath it, exhaust, suspension, brakes, the whole lot, and change all that.
Alex, you were responsible for controlling the scope of this.
We're
I
mates
said
now.
multiple times to him, is that gonna add scope? And he was like, it's fine.
What's scope?
Just two more questions. You guys have seen the car now. Is this really worth the effort?
I can't answer that, but we know that it we know that it leaks oil. We know that it knocks.
Yep.
Do you know how much power it made?
89 horsepower to the wheels. Oh. Not bad.
That's bad. We know it's automatic. We could change all of it. This engine just needs to go.
Are you turning it into a manual?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're also doing a sound system.
Is that scope?
No.
Why are we changing it to a manual transmission?
What, is that even a question? This guy's only got 2 gears, he doesn't understand anymore.
Now tell me this, was this engine ever designed for this chassis? Like, was there a version of this car that had this better engine in it?
Not in the US. Now, there was a hatchback that came with the K20. And this is essentially the same as the Acura RSX, or they call it the Integra in Japan. So that chassis is almost identical to this. The difference being that on the K-Series, the engine sits over here, transmission sits over here.
Yeah.
So there's some stuff welded onto the frame rails that prevent you from just easily just bolting it in.
Oh.
So that's why we make a mount kit, so that you can then bolt in what used to not bolt in.
And that's your business?
That's my business.
Godfather of K-swaps.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So we're going from 1.7 litres to 2.4.
So well, to me, not a car person, I hear that is we are going from a sedan engine to an SUV engine.
Not really, we're going to the TSX Type S engine. And that's actually the engine that's going
Oh,
in
okay,
here.
I thought you said it was the same one you have in the CR-V.
I did, because I put a TSX engine in my CR-V.
I don't expect you to remember, but there will be a test later. TSX, RSX, SI. But it's my brain is swimming with Honda stuff.
But also the engine that's actually going in is from an Odyssey.
It is, but it's the equivalent of the American TSX.
One thing I do feel like car people underestimate though sometimes is the complexity of something as simple as what you're doing right now, because I don't know, where the proper point is.
No, but other people don't know how to bond 10 gig fiber to make 25 gigabits and whether they should use a aggregation switch or a normal switch. Like, this is all stuff that you just go, oh yeah, fine, it's the same. You know what I love though? There's a real DIY sense that I feel like tech people and car people all share. It's like they just love hacking stuff, building things, like building a PC, building a car. It's all in the same wheelhouse.
Oh, someone put something under it while we were talking.
everything in here is going to get replaced. So we're going to change suspension, we're going to change the brakes, we're going to change the calipers, we're going to put new drive shafts in it.
I don't know, these calipers look pretty good to me.
They look good, but they're not big enough because we're going to make it real fast. It has to stop as well. It's like a safety thing apparently. This is the stock shock absorber. It does what it says, it absorbs shocks. That's the spring, that's the damper. These often get very, very worn out over time. So if you're modifying a car like we are, it's a good time to upgrade them, which we are doing. And that is a fully adjustable one, meaning we can adjust the height of the car and we have some control over how the car handles as well, the suspension. That's a complete replacement unit. So you put the original one completely in the bin, you put that in your car and you have a great time and your car looks way better. This is the back end of the car, the rear suspension. It's independent, meaning that that side can go up and down independent of this. The sway bar kind of joins it together to make it handle a bit better. All of this is going away. We've got new suspension to go in and also new arms and new brakes.
It's kind of another game I want to play. It's going to be called Which Part on the Table is Worth More Than the Entire Car? I'm going to go with this one.
It looks pretty, but no. Could probably trade it.
You
I
think
reckon
so?
if you had one of these, you might get a whole car.
Is this aluminum though?
Yeah, it is cast aluminium, and then it's got all like breathers and stuff, so all that collects all the oily air, and yeah, it's cool.
How about this one?
Headers.
This has got to be worth more than the car.
This is great because this makes power. We like this because it gets the exhaust out of the engine. Definitely worth more than the car. A really nice piece, all mandrel bent and welded and stuff in there.
I wouldn't even be surprised if this cable harness is worth more than the car.
This is one of my favorite things because you can spend 2 or 3 days wiring this from scratch, or you can buy one of these that has all the plugs and connectors and you just maybe change a couple of things here to get it to do what you want, depending what computer you're using.
That's super cool.
Massive time saver.
And there's a lot of folks that make that kind of thing? Or?
Yeah, there are, all over. There's a huge aftermarket for these sort of parts and yeah, it just saves time.
We're taking the dash out?
Yeah, we're going to take the dash out. We're going to replace it.
Oh, well, I guess we need to put like a tachometer in it because it's manual now. Like,
No, not like the Fast and Furious big tacho thing. No.
no, just
We're going to put an LCD screen in it.
we're gonna put a screen
We're
in
going
it.
to put a full Haltech dash in it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this seems so unnecessary.
Custom colors. Miles made an adapter for this particular car. How good's that? So that will read all the information from the Haltech ECU directly up on here. And we can have different settings, different alarms, different colors.
This piece alone is worth probably 3 to 4x the value of this entire car.
But wait till you see it, it's going to be worth every penny.
When you see this sort of writing on a part, it's come from a wrecker. So this has been replaced at some point in this car's life.
Oh, hilarious.
For lower miles.
So we have no idea how many kilometers are on this engine then. Alex asked me to be a screwdriver fairy and just kind of come around and get you guys all an LTT screwdriver.
Thank you.
But
It turns out we already have one of these because we bought one.
Oh.
Because we made a little surprise for you.
You bought, you know you didn't have to.
Yeah, I know, but then it wouldn't be a surprise.
Oh, I see.
So this is the new shifter that's going to make it manual.
Wow, that looks like it's also another thing that's worth more than the entire car.
Yeah, but we got one of your thingos and we're actually adapted it. That's going to be the shifter.
Are you kidding
How
me?
cool.
And it's going to be usable. So you can pull it out, fix your computer, and then put it back in your gear shifter.
Thought you might like that. Yeah. All right, so that is the subframe that holds the engine in. The engine's still being kept in by those 2 mounts there on the top, but all our brakes and all this stuff can go away. Next step is to pull the engine out the top.
Okay, so final stages now. This is
We're getting there.
coming out.
It is.
It goes from rust bucket to
Empty rust bucket.
Yeah, empty. Alex, this is Ariana's.
Yeah.
What is this called? Like engine?
Engine crane.
Engine hoist.
Yeah, that's Ariana's hoist. She had the misfortune of owning a rotary.
Imagine if it was like this at your dentist. Up a bit, come on.
What, your dentist isn't like that? Which way do I twist it?
Counter.
Anti-clockwise.
Down it. So did you just say any clockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clock. What I've gleaned is that they've actually never done this before. Like they've done this, but every other time they had proper equipment and they dropped it out the bottom.
Yeah.
And so the engine, she's stuck, basically?
It kind of seems like it.
Uh-huh.
Just a bit.
Okay.
Worst case, we know friends right over there that have a proper lift.
Oh, yeah. Would we have to put the wheels back on it to drag it on there? Drag it over there? Or? Oh!
Nice.
What made you guys decide that this was worth all the effort?
Power. Why do you overclock stuff?
No, I mean, you guys coming all the way up here to work on this piece of
Because we like you guys. Because we know that there's a lot of fans here that like what we do. And also, we get to hang out with all our mates.
Yeah, okay, all right.
This is fun.
Okay.
I know it doesn't look like it now. Beautiful. Where it belongs, not in the car. So the problem we're having is all the parts that we shipped about a week ago from the US are stuck in customs. So we're getting on our phones and we're just trying to work out a backup plan in case that stuff never arrives. Because we've only got like 72 hours to get this done, dyno finished, driving, everything finished. So if we don't have that stuff in the next 24 hours, we're in trouble. So the backup plan is to get either an RSX or a TSX. We can use those parts and then get some of Brian's parts like shipped overnight or even maybe shipped to Washington and do a midnight run to go pick them up.
Yeah.
That might be what happens. We'll see.
Did I just hear you correctly? The engine that we're putting in here is not here?
It's not here.
Washington's a different country, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's where the engine is, in Washington.
Wait, we don't have it yet?
No. We have other stuff to do, but at some point we're going to run out of stuff to do and we have no engine.
When were you guys gonna tell me this?
There's cars in the car park with engines.
Yeah, actually, I think your camera guy's got the same engine in his car, and he actually already said, he said we can have his engine. So we're going to pull his car apart, exactly what we just did, and put his engine in this.
Yeah.
And then when the one from Washington eventually makes it, then you guys can put that back in.
Because you'll see how to do it.
Because you know how to do it now.
Yeah.
Why does everyone look so worried? What are you worried about? It's in a different country. It's fine. We don't have different countries next door like you do.
Oh, I see where we stashed the original door openers. You just hucked them in here, just in case he ever needs them?
Yeah, all of the crap from the projects was just in the back of Plouffe's car.
Which he never removed.
Correct. But maybe he will now that we have vastly improved it. You see this?
I do.
This trunk panel?
Yeah, that's a trunk panel, all right.
Complete garbage.
Yeah,
So what we're gonna do,
okay.
so this can go in here, barely. But then you see this hole right here.
Yeah.
Sebastian just finished what's going there.
Oh, it's little LTDs.
It's the same pattern that's on the bomber jacket on the inside.
Oh, cool.
So that's gonna be over the sub and it's gonna be just filled with RGB. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh my God.
Let's talk car audio and how to make your car sound extra sick. The first thing you have to do is just completely blow apart your interior. That is mandatory, but the second thing that you can do, and that doesn't require a large investment, is to put in sound deadening. This stuff right here is fantastic, and even if you don't want to be removing your speakers and stuff like that, sound deadening in your car will make a very noticeable difference. The next step is getting power. We are going to have all of our amplifiers in the rear of the car, which means that we need power in the rear of the car. This right here is some 4-gauge wire from New Concepts. They sent over all of our RCA cables, terminals, and all of that stuff. Just make sure to do your math, because if you don't have the right size wires, they will set on fire. There's really easy guides online on how to do that, so just look it up. Don't burn your car to the ground. And speaking of not lighting your car on fire, make sure to have fuses right beside the battery. This right here is a 100 amp one from New Concepts as well. And this cable is running through the firewall and will eventually be attached to the battery once that is actually inside of the car. Next, you need the audio signal from your head unit. We were able to run RCA cables up here because we have an aftermarket head unit, but if you want to maintain your factory OEM one, you might have to use something like the LC2i. This will convert your speaker outputs into usable, low-level stuff on the RCAs that you can throw in the back of your trunk. Also, make sure to get the Pro model. I have the normal one right here. Took it out of my car, sounds way better with the Pro. The signal coming from the front is going to be going into our DSP right here. This is the Mini DSP 8x12 DL, and this is really the star of the show. There's absolutely no way to make a car a good listening room. Like, think about it. Like, in a home theater, you can add sound deadening, you can move around your speakers. In a car, that is just not possible. You need windows, which are hard and they are very reflective for sound. So we're going to try and compensate for that by using room correction software. It can do second order impulse filtering. What that means, I don't know, but I can make the computer make it sound incredible in there. Everything's gonna be in phase. It's gonna sound sick. From the DSP, we go into our amps. We're going to be running what's called a fully active setup, which means that we do the crossovers in the DSP. That is going from like the woofer in your door to the tweeter up top. Normally you'd have a little box that takes care of that, but instead we are doing that with computers. That also means that we need a dedicated channel on the amp for each individual speaker, which is why we have big amp for the fronts and the sub and little amp for the rears, because frankly, they don't really matter. Don't upgrade your rear speakers. We're going to, because Pioneer sent over stuff, but you don't need to.
It's really fun to hold this. Oh, yeah, wow, that felt lovely. Uh-huh.
Do you want to pause there for a sec?
Yeah.
Hey, Marty, do you want to come back here?
Great timing, Alex.
Nice hat.
Feels great.
That's good. That's going to give you lots of protection from the Canadian sunshine. Are we leaving it off?
No, we need to take it off because we have a wing to put on. Have you seen this? Do you know
No.
what this is at all?
No, I want to see it.
The guys over at Aerofab, they make custom VW spoilers and stuff. For the most part, they don't do Hondas,
He's
but
stuck.
here we have,
He's actually stuck.
we went, bought another trunk lid because they're super cheap and it's way easier to 3D scan with it off. Do you want to
It's
do
made for this car, specifically.
It's made specifically for this car.
Oh, that's so cool. Can I open it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my God. What the hell is this? This better be for a Porsche.
No, this is for a Civic.
That's really light.
Oh yeah, it's carbon fiber. A nice way to tell if a wing's legit is if it has an actual aerofoil shape to it. So if you look here, it legitimately looks like a plane's wing. Oh my God, this is huge.
Put it on.
Yeah.
Go.
All right, have fun, Jake.
Oh, bloody hell. I'm gonna put it on backwards.
You have instructions, just follow them. It's not that hard.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, it is pretty hard. I looked at them. It's, this is like a race car part. It's not the most simplest.
Naturally, a wing of this magnitude, magnificence, one might even say, needs to be mounted pretty securely. I was kind of worried about it, but they actually kind of reused the stock mounting points for the trunk, which is great. But this bracket, it doesn't sit on top and bolt through up here. It needs to go through the entire trunk, kind of like that. I'm gonna have to do a lot of cutting.
I think this is going to be noisy.
Oh, there's nothing in there. Why am I doing all of this?
Hello. You're not going to hear it.
Not gonna hear it at all.
Sorry, Alex. Hello, Jake.
Oh.
Was that muffled?
No, not really.
Sometimes cars fight back a little bit. They don't want to be modified. It's starting to fight us just a little bit. Now it knows it's nearly time to start it.
Our customs agent took the day off, so we just traveled 3 hours, but look at this. We've got a Brian, we've got a K24 in the truck. Things are looking up, hell yeah.
Yes! You did it! The K-swap can continue. So the plan is our engine has arrived. We're going to get that into that. We can't do that without these things, which Brian happens to make.
These are the mounts we make on our CNC at work, and this is the kit for this particular engine with this particular transmission.
So this unlocks being able to put that engine into that car, which never was supposed to be in here. This bolts on like that. We lift it in, we drop it in, we mount it up, and that's one step closer to being done. Yeah,
Oh,
you're in.
Wicked.
This is the exciting bit. That engine is not supposed to be in there, and it's going to make this car so much better.
So much faster.
This is an electronic throttle body. In a car this age, you've normally got a cable, but we are going to upgrade to an electronic throttle body. That means you've got a pedal inside the car that sends a signal to the ECU, to the Haltech in this case, and then the Haltech sends a signal here and tells this how far to open. Now, while you're going to do that, you get a smooth idle. You also get the option of cruise control, and it all happens in that unit, which bolts onto our intake manifold.
Speaking of cruise control, if we're adding all of that new stuff, we need some way to control it, which is why we have this nice little keypad here. We made up a little aluminum piece that we're going to just epoxy onto the stock thing, and we also have the controller for our DSP for the sound. So all that goes in there. It's gonna be beautiful.
So Linus, we're about halfway through. What do you think?
I am honestly blown away. Like hearing you talk about how the throttle is no longer cable controlled. Like now it's all electronic and we can like add cruise control to it. And I saw you guys goofing around with the RGB controller over there, and you're putting underglow on it, which by the way is not legal here.
It's legal to park, right? You just can't drive with it?
Sure.
This wasn't even in the country this morning.
This barely fits, dude.
Well, we're gonna have to cut the bonnet a bit because it's gonna hit here.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we have to cut bits out of the bonnet. But this engine, this fixes everything that was ever wrong with this car. The gearbox is in, the special mounts are in to hold it
Wow,
all.
those mounts look beautiful.
Yeah.
That is some gorgeous machining work.
Brian made them and brought them up. And so have a look inside. It's all starting to come together in there, although it also looks a bit messy.
No way, you guys. This. Oh, am I allowed to
No,
move
you're
it?
good, you're good.
Okay,
That's actually the first time it's been used. It just got put in.
I don't know if I'm gonna break anything or whatever, right? But wait. Oh yeah, obviously you'll put in a clutch pedal, I suppose,
Well,
right?
yeah, we kind of haven't done that yet, but it's like
Yeah,
we call this forbidden spaghetti over there, like that wiring. But all that will be gone, and it will look a bit neater.
Dude, this is so stupid.
Yeah. And it still functions. You can remove it, and you can use it as a screwdriver still. Fully functional.
That's fun.
How cool. Never be bored in traffic ever again. Original rocker cover, awesome red rocker cover with red wrinkle paint. So good.
Hey, look at that.
That is beautiful.
It looks mostly.
Yeah, it goes the other way, doesn't it?
You know what? Listen here, you two. Yeah, that mostly
Look at
fits.
that.
Mint.
Oh, I can't wait for this to leak down right onto the audio that I'm putting in right now.
Yeah.
Now that we have power for our speakers, we need to physically put them in. For the fronts, we just made up these little adapters, we 3D printed it out, and once we put the speaker in, we're going to be adding in these fast rings. This is just some foam that goes around your speaker so that it mates up properly to the door, because if you have any gaps there, the audio can interfere with itself and it's a bad time. For our tweeters, we got a little bit fancy. We took our A-pillars out, 3D scanned it, you can see our targets right here, and then made a little jig that is gonna mount them just really nice and great, something like that. Now I just need to spend the next several hours wiring everything up. It's going to be not very fun, but as long as you're methodical and do things like marking down where all of the speakers go, it's not all that hard.
Oh my God.
Bit of a moment of truth here. Does the wing smash the rear window? Let's find out. Mother.
Oh, dude, actually?
Oh, wow.
No way.
Is it
You're
gonna
good.
clear?
You got lots of space. Dude, no way. Oh my God.
It does it. It doesn't hit. Of course, once again, huge shout out to the Ridge for sponsoring this. As you can tell, we have spent many a dollar on all of this, and without them, none of it would have happened. This has been awesome, so thank you guys. Let's get these banners on. We've got our wheels here from Super Speed. They're a Canadian company, and these are flow formed, which means they're both light and kind of cheap. We also got Michelin Pilot Sport All Season 4s, which is fantastic because for one, great tires for this weather, and two, I just like having Michelins. All of my friends back home were employed by them. I actually could not show my face back home if we put something else on it.
And they look so good. We've also got a tire pressure monitoring system. So these little remote things, they screw into the valve stem here, and then that will communicate back to our engine computer and to our dash. So we'll be able to see if our tire pressure goes up or down. We can set alarms. We can also log it. If you're racing, you could see your tire pressures as you go around the track. So we just unscrew this, we install these on each tire, and we put them on the car.
And the bronze, it's gonna look sick. It's gonna look so good.
All right, we are 4 minutes until our wheel alignment. We still haven't started it, but we're gonna get it in the air, push it out the door, turn the key, and cross our fingers that it works. Yes! It's alive! Sounds good, kinda. Yeah. First drive, let's go get a wheel alignment. Away we go. Works. The alignment's not great. The scrubbing you can hear is the wheels like fighting each other, but we're gonna go straight to the alignment shop, get that sorted out, and then hit the dyno. The radiator's like stone cold at the top, but there's a lot of heat in the engine. That's why a sensor is like telling us the engine's hot, because it's not actually using the radiator properly. There's like an airlock stopping it from cycling. I'm sure you guys with water-cooled PCs know exactly what this is about.
Normally we'll just like flip it off upside down.
All right, so we spoke to Brad and we spoke to Patrick. The guys are fans of Linus and Mighty Car Mods, so they promised to smash it out before lunchtime. So we're on to a good thing, and hopefully we'll make our dyno booking.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Yeah. My hands are cold.
Canada.
We're here at Stratified Automotive. They're going to dyno it. Originally, it made 89 horsepower, which means we need 178 to double it.
170s. I reckon comfortably in the 170s, maybe even higher.
I want in the 190s.
It's been a busy couple of days, but it's going to get there.
Yeah.
so loud. My God, Honda VTEC, mate. Woo.
You can feel it in your guts when it's going. Man.
You're close, man. 177.
Ah, so close.
177 horsepower.
We need one more to double it.
One more horsepower to double it. We got to make him do it.
Oh yeah.
We need one more horsepower
177.
to double the power. One.
Just one.
We need 178. No, you look. No, we're good, I think. We're good. I think we're good.
Yes, we did it! Ha! Yeah, there we go. Excellent work.
Success. We made the power. We did it.
180 horsepower, and it is confirmed that the lights will come on when they hit VTEC if you want it. This thing is hilarious. Oh my God. So, it's a bit loud.
Right. I thought that's what you people like.
There's loud.
There's loud and then there's like
All right.
Interrupt the shoot every time he arrives at work early.
jet taking off loud.
Oh my God.
Nice, huh? Massive 4-inch exhaust.
Okay, geez.
It also doesn't knock anymore.
No.
Look, if your whole thing was that when you rev your car, you want to draw a crowd, is this carbon fiber
It's nice.
This is real carbon fiber.
This is real carbon
This
fiber.
is probably worth more than the car.
Oh, for
yeah,
sure, about
definitely.
twice. This is a one of one, custom made just for this.
You can log into your ECU that's controlling the whole car via Wi-Fi on an app or your laptop, tune it from outside the car if you want to, increase horsepower, decrease horsepower, do a whole bunch of things. There's a couple of other little surprises in there that all runs, but it's like, all that runs the car is absolutely worth multiple times the value of the car.
Did we figure out the multiplier?
Total?
Yeah.
No, we probably should. I'll have to think about it. It's a lot though.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Do you have any? I have no idea.
No clue.
You're not really supposed to think about that stuff when you do cars.
Now, I don't know anything about car engines and what they're supposed to look like, but what I do know is what it used to look like.
The mounting kit works great. It sits in a really good spot. Aside from that, you don't have to change that much other stuff. Nothing else really has been cut up. And like that motor is huge for this car. 2.4 liters used to be 1.7.
Yeah.
Big intake. Like power-wise, we're over double.
Yeah.
The inside looks a little different since we last saw it.
Yeah, this is amazing. I don't even know what all these buttons do. Okay, cabin lights. I figured.
Oh no, that's the party lights. There
Oh
we go.
my God.
Inside and outside, and they respond. So Honda's engines have this thing called VTEC, right?
Yeah.
And basically, it happens because unicorns fart rainbows, and they fart. That's what happens when VTEC comes on. So the car now rainbows when it's on VTEC. We've also got cruise control, which it never had, which is cool. Bring it to the future. We have traction control.
What's page up do? I mean, I know what it does on a computer.
In cars, it's page up for power. With a Haltech, page up for power. So you can make it faster if you want to.
I can't think of any modern car feature that like I'm missing here anymore. Like there's luxury features, sure, it doesn't
Yeah,
have
of
heated
course.
seats or
Quiet.
whatever, right? I can't think of anything that's missing.
Yeah, well, we have brought into the future. I mean, you got power steering, cruise control, you got all the kind of those good things.
He's peeking. I'm not. I've been waiting like 15 minutes. I would have peeked already. Sammy told me to tell you to just keep rolling for float plane.
There's C and D plans too. It's fine. This is still plan A.
Or C&D means cease and desist here.
Like, I remember when this was first suggested, it was like the summer.
Okay, I'm just walking forward.
I don't think you need to do that.
What?
This!
Oh my God, Ridge sponsor? That's how this happened?
I think there's more new stuff on it than original stuff.
That makes a lot of sense.
This is what matters though.
Yeah, I kind of think, yeah.
This is the bit that matters.
I've heard bits and
So we
pieces
have
throughout the...
K-swapped it. So it went from 1.7 litre single overhead cam to a 2.4 litre. What we start with, 89 horsepower? or something?
89?
Yeah, so now it's got exactly double that.
Come on around.
This is super cool.
This is great. Oh my God, there's a spoiler? You guys put a spoiler on top. I bought this for like 1,500 bucks like 3 years ago, and I told myself I'll drive it till it dies or 3 years, whatever comes first. And then I just didn't get rid of it yet.
Because it's amazing.
Holy shit, what? Oh my God, it looks so clean.
There's a little access panel if you want to look down in there.
Alex has spent,
Holy shit.
Alex has spent over a week on this with some of the other guys, like getting this to work.
I believe
Pretty cool.
it. Oh man.
You can control everything. You plug in a laptop, you can fine tune it.
I'll be the Civic guy with the laptop and the
Oh yeah,
in the
you'll
passenger
need
seat.
2 laptops.
Oh my God.
One for the engine, one for this. On the outside, we've got 17-inch wheels.
There's new wheels in.
We've got Michelin Pilot all-season tires, brand new.
Oh my
We've got
God.
a big brake kit. Used to have drum brakes on the back. Now you've got discs all round, plus a huge brake upgrade on the front. Big ones this big.
Oh my God.
So all new, you've got coilovers, suspension as well, fully adjustable. It needs a bit of tweaking.
What haven't
so
you
know.
guys done? Like,
No, we did everything.
Seats.
I think there was this word they kept throwing around called scope. They're like, oh, what about the scope? I'm like, I don't actually know what scope means. So I'm just like, yeah, we're just going to do everything. I hope you enjoy it.
this is.
Thanks for having us.
Oh my God, thank you.
This
for
is
doing all
very
of
fun
this.
for us.
Yeah, no
I hope
doubt.
you're still driving in any year's time and you can report back, yeah, it's even better.
Oh.
And Alex did say he's happy to turbocharge it for you.
What?
If you find it's not making enough power.
Oh yeah, if it's not enough.
You want to go for
If it's
triple
not
or
enough.
quadruple.
Oh my God, you guys. I can't believe this.
It's so loud. Shoots flames.
It's a week later and we have been hard at work just tidying everything up. It has a proper alignment now. It could be a little bit higher, but it does look sick as is. The exhaust has a catalytic converter and a resonator, so Captain Planet is happy, and Plouffe's neighbors are still not very happy, but it's better at least. The sound system also rocks. We went from a frequency roll-off of about 70 hertz, which is like high bass, to 45 hertz, which is a massive improvement. It sounds really good in there. And there's one final thing that we have to do. Plouffe has not yet hit VTEC. All right, Plouffe, we fixed a lot of stuff. All right. It turns out that we only had 35% throttle before. VTEC! Yeah, I can feel it. Holy shit. It's quick now. Wow! Oh my God, do I ever get it? Now there's just one thing left, and that's for you guys to go and check out the Ridge. Like we said before, there is no way we could have afforded to make this video without their help. They are absolute legends, and they are the reason that all of this happened. We have a bunch of new friends, and you should also go and check out their channels. Mighty Car Mods, VTEC Academy, and Stratified all are going to have videos on this. The amount of work that went to it is insane. Go check them out and check out the Ridge down below.
I can't wait to watch this video and see Plouffe's reaction. In the meantime, I think I need to go do WAN show, but was an absolute pleasure, actually, all of you guys. Thank you very much, you guys. Absolutely incredible to meet you all, and this is mind-blowing considering what you guys did in such a short amount of time. This is like a whole new car, which was our goal when we set out to modernize this thing.
This is about as modernized as you're going to get an old Civic. Absolutely.
Incredible.
Pretty cool. Thanks for having us. That was fun.